Hello Libra, welcome to your reading with me, Cindy. So my dear Librans, my scales of cosmic justice, I'm going to do a general reading for you. It is general, so it may or may not resonate. If it does resonate and you're drawn to it, there is an extended reading and the link to that is at the top of the description within this video. So Libra, we're going to get started. We're going to start with an oracle deck, and this is, I can't remember this Dog Wisdom Oracle or something like that. I don't know. I don't think I've ever pulled it out specifically for a sign as a card that the oracle cards that I'm pulling out right now when I'm doing the zodiac readings have really sort of like something that the universe wants to talk to you about, or it's a main theme of the reading. So I don't know. So the puppy dogs, you got some puppy dog energy wanting to come through to talk to you. And I'm going to go into the tarot. I'm going to go into, this is the Gregory Scott Tarot, what is it called? The Tarot of Positive Clarity. That's what this is called. And anything, oh, look at that. Such a nice card at the bottom. If we need to clarify anything, as I often like to do, we'll go into the teeny tiny Rider-Waite deck. So, I'm curious what the message for you is from my Doggy Wisdom Oracle cards. Well, you know, dogs are pretty smart. They don't hide their feelings. They're pretty upfront and honest with you. So maybe they're trying to tell you something. I know my dog, Lily, does. I think if I've been working too much, she really gives me the look. Like, you really need to come and rub my tummy. Because rubbing my tummy would make you feel better than doing my... So what does the doggies want to tell you, Libra? What message is there? I didn't want to come out. What could it be? What could it be? Guilt. What is this? Do you have guilt about something? Why do I not think that? Why do I think that that would like so easily be a Libra thing? Because you're always trying to have balance in your relationships. You probably like too hard on yourself. Actually, no, you guys are. I know a couple of Libra friends. One of mine, a very close friend. I know she is way too hard. Like, just let it go, man. Just forget it. So I don't know. You're feeling guilty about something. Oh my gosh. Look at what's at the bottom. I'm telling you, doggies know. This is forgiveness. I can't make that up. I can't. I don't know how many times I say that. I just think these cards are so genius, man. So you got some guilt about something. Somebody's guilty here or feels guilty about something. But forgiveness. I love these dogs. Look at me. Let me lick your ear. Let me just lick your ear for a minute. You'll feel better. No, actually, no. It's probably good that people aren't like that. There are people like that. No. Okay, so Libra, who's feeling the guilt here? That's the first thing I'm going to ask. I want to try to really be clear with this one. I'm going to pull out one card to start. And we're going to say, okay, the guilty party in this reading, or who is feeling guilty, who is that? Because maybe somebody feels guilty about something they did to you. And they want to come to you with forgiveness? I don't know. Who's feeling guilty? Tell us about this guilty person. How would Libra know who's feeling... They probably would. Or maybe it's something that's sort of in the back of your mind and you're not really recognizing it as guilt either. It's just kind of sitting there, percolating, causing a weird feeling between you and someone else, and you haven't really put your finger on what it is. We got two cards. Oh, look, see? The Five of Pentacles and the Hanged Man. Well, look at this one first. Look, it's just like looking through the fence. Other people are playing and having a... So, okay, the person who's feeling guilty, I feel like is on the other side of the fence. Is on the outside looking in. And with the Hanged Man, they're really just looking. They're looking and watching and observing. So there you go. That's who's feeling guilt. That's a lot of cards. What's underneath here? King of Cups, Judgment, Temperance, the Emperor, the Death card, the Four of Cups, the Knight of Pentacles. There's a lot of strong energy in here. A lot of major arcana too. That's a big thing. This is a big connection for you. Like, this person has significance in your life. Or at least they have. I don't want to say, this isn't something from... Like, this isn't something about the future. I feel like this is something right now. What an interesting reading. Let's put these back in randomly. Okay, so someone has some guilt here about being on the outside looking in. I know, I'm sorry. Because you know what I'm getting here? Either you've put this person on the outside and they're looking in, or they've put you on the outside. I think too much. Pull the cards. Someone's saying, yeah, you think too much. The Knight of Wands and the Queen of Swords. It almost feels like someone was quickly cut out here. Maybe you're on the outside looking in. I don't know. I'm going to stop trying to figure it out. I'm just going to pull out cards. Just let the universe talk. Cindy got to stop thinking and just pull out the cards. Pull out the cards. All right. Oh my gosh. The Seven of Pentacles. See, there's a new plan being hatched out here. Somebody's trying to create... I'm hearing like a bridge. A bridge of a gap here. Four more cards. Seven of Pentacles, Page of Wands, the Tower, the Fool, and the Nine of Pentacles. The Queen of Swords again at the bottom, and the Ten of Wands. Oh, this Queen of Swords. Wow. Okay, take a look at this. Can you see all the detail in that card? So she's tending to her beautiful garden. Can you see what's going on behind her? This has got to be the most brutal Queen of Swords I've ever seen. She tops the one in my Millennium Toss deck. I think it's that one where she's cut off his head and she holds her sword and holds his decapitated head in her hand. There are 3 bodies that have been hanging behind her. And she's put her sword to rest. I get like a queasy feeling about this card. I don't like that at all. There's a lot of messages that sit behind that. It's very uncomfortable. The Ten of Wands. What is this energy, Libra? Because it's heavy. Somebody's turned their back on something. I mean, somebody's either turned their back on something because she's turned her back. I don't even know if she's done that or if it's just something and she's just not wanting to see what's going on, or she's taking care of some sort of business and now she's doing her own thing. I don't need to focus on that, but there's a heavy burden here. Carrying some sort of responsibility. Okay, so carrying some sort of responsibility, and the Queen of Swords also showed up with this Five of Pentacles. So the person who's feeling guilt here, I think something's been cut out, perhaps quite brutally. I don't know if it could have been a bad argument. I mean, I get a really bad feeling from this reading, Libra. Oh, I haven't felt this since... I don't like this reading. And it's not that I'm going to stop. It's just I don't like the energy. It reminds me of that reading like 2 years ago now, I think. Ah, it's so weird. Because the timing is almost the same. Oh, I think it's about 3 weeks off. Literally. So if you're any Libras that are following me that started with me a couple of years ago, and it's like one of the biggest readings that happened on my channel. I think there's probably about 100,000 views, which for me is big. It's big. And back then it was. I only had, I think at the time when that reading came out, it was, what was it called? Welcome to the past. Welcome back to the past. I think you guys know what I'm talking about. It's something that happened in history that is coming forward again. And in the reading, I specifically said something about like a document or something being found to help to prove some sort of injustice that occurred. And, you know, really for that to come through in Libra. But yeah, for one, it catapulted my channel, but it also just dove me into the darkest parts of humanity. I think I got over 400 emails at that time. And some of the stories were just heart-wrenching and the brutality of mankind. I just, like, I feel that in this card so much. I mean, I don't think I have to specifically state. To me, seeing these people hung, it's, this, oh my God, why? Why do I get these? And I'm not kidding, it's got to be 2 years off by like a week or two, because I released that video. Oh my God. Oh my God. I was away, and these are pre-recorded. I wasn't going to tell anybody that, but it is. This is pre-recorded. This is coming out while I'm away. And it did 2 years ago. It's like deja vu. It's happening all over again, Libra. Why? Okay, I've got to get past the feeling of this, and I'm sorry, because I'm very empathic. So if you've come here to find out what so-and-so feels about you or anything, this is not like this. This has something to do with, I'm hearing historical justice. So it's not just like cosmic, it's something historical that has to do with mankind. And what part of that you play, I don't know. But sometimes I feel like a message like this could come out for the collective. I'm just going to stick it with Libra, because I'm not feeling any odd pressure like, no, this needs to be a collective reading. This has to do with, for you, for your energy, what that also represents in the zodiac. Which is, like, I feel like I'm almost like receiving all this information here. And it has to do with the scales of justice coming into balance. Guilt and forgiveness, the main theme in this reading. Guilt and forgiveness. And what comes through to tell us about this but the innocence of puppies. Right? Like the innocence of puppies comes through to talk to us about this. So let me look at these cards, Libra. I'll tell you more about how this is all, like, just absolutely incredible that this is happening at the same, almost like the same time in the same circumstance that it did when it first came out at the end of the reading. Let me get into the reading. You've got the Seven of Pentacles. You've got the Page of Wands. You got the Tower. Like, again, it's almost as if you're sitting, you're doing your own thing, you're kind of, I want to say moved on. It's like you've moved on from something. There's something to do with the penal system too. With this barbed wire, I'm feeling like something to do with the penal system. It's like you moved on and a message comes in and it's earth-shattering. But look, it kind of gives hope here. Okay, I'm starting to get out of the, I was almost thrown back into all that energy from 2 years ago, and it's saying this card really did it. This card really did it. But I'm getting back, the energy is changing. So this is the message, the Nine of Pentacles. There's forgiveness. There is forgiveness happening here. There is some sort of financial retribution coming towards somebody in regards to something. And I don't know if somebody's childhood was taken away from them because a parent was put into jail unjustly. I sort of feel like it's almost like a grown child, like someone looking in, like at a parent or a caregiver or someone who was taken away from them, but it was unjust. And not being able to do anything about it. This is getting really heavy. I mean, I'm hearing stuff about the death penalty now. Oh, why do I get stuff like this? I don't know. What countries are still utilizing this? I know the States is in places. The U.S. and some states. The death penalty is just something about... I have to look at this Queen of Swords card first. I really have to get it out of the way. Because it almost steals my breath. That's what it is. It's like I can't breathe. But again, these people are hanging. It's like I can't breathe. I have to address it and get it out of the way of the reading. And it's making me feel lightheaded. What the hell? Oh. Oh my God, I'm looking at my clock. It's 11:11 right now. And I was just about to say, I don't know why anyone thinks it's great being an oracle. It's not. Really, I never feel like I signed up for this. The Queen of Swords. The Page of Swords, the Six of Pentacles, the Moon. Oh, why did that fly out? I was about to say it's pretty hard to see and it's pretty hard to believe. Okay, this Queen of Swords right now, it's giving me a headache. The Page of Swords and the Six of Pentacles. So it's like something that you've been watching and hoping and waiting for. Maybe, I don't know, checking some sort of news feed or media feed, or checking with a lawyer. But obviously, like, there's some sort of financial retribution that's supposed to occur here for somebody. It's coming with this Nine of Pentacles. You've got these two pages here. This page is really making me feel like you've been waiting for some sort of financial retribution. This is going to be on a gradient, right? Like, I really don't believe that I'm ever reading a message. It's just, I mean, it could be just for one person. I think the strongest aspects of this card, like things talking about a parent or a guardian that was unjustly taken away from them, and like producing this Five of Pentacles energy. And gosh, I really feel like there's somebody out there, the death penalty affected their family. But I think for most of you, this is on a gradient, and this could have even something to do with child support, splitting up of assets. There's no Hierophant energy here yet. So I'm not getting the same feeling that I did in the original Libra reading, that it had a very institutional feeling. Very institutional. This feels more personal. So I don't know if in some ways it's more about the personal outcome for you. It could still be related to something institutional, but I think what the important message is here, though, this is almost like the other side of that reading. And it's talking about where you're going into the future with this. So you're going to be getting some sort of financial restitution. And look at what came out here. I mean, when the Moon card came out, I immediately heard that seems completely impossible. And then the Seven of Cups came up. Like, yeah, that seems impossible. There's no way. There's no way. I don't know. That's what I'm being told. So I'm going to leave it with that. That is the most unjust thing that has happened here on the scale. As horrible if that is even loss of life. I got a lot of messages about that in the first Libra reading. I was just blown away at what some people have been through, and you're still functional adults. Just like, wow, you guys are incredible. Really incredible. Okay, so let's look at this a little more closely. Oh gosh. The Ten of Wands. Okay, so this is almost too like the energy of a single parent. Like somebody carrying the full burden on their own back. Again, not getting some sort of restitution, some sort of equality in the support system, in the legal system. Let's look at this Five of Pentacles and this Hangman. It just feels so much like somebody watching their childhood slip away. It being stolen away from them. You know, and sometimes I feel like these readings come out like you just need to hear that you're seen as well. The Five of Pentacles. Oh my gosh. The Nine of Swords, the Three of Wands, and the Queen of Cups. Oh my gosh. This is like if you suffer through mental anxiety as an adult, it's very likely linked to this parental figure that was removed from your life, or caregiver. Even just a caregiver, like, I mean, you could have had really crappy parents and thank God, I wish someone had taken them away. But maybe you had like a teacher or a neighbor or someone that was just at least that rock in your storm. And then they were gone. Like they were just gone somehow. either they just moved or they were transferred or retired. Whatever happened, they were just like, that rock was just gone, just not seen. And then just left with this hope and feeling of, you know, to be loved. Is it possible to be loved? Is it possible that I am loved? Is it possible to share love? Like not seeing it, not being a witness to it, just being on the outside, looking in at those that are experiencing happiness, that are experiencing love, that are experiencing a cohesion in their family unit, experiencing more of a holistic and whole life and childhood. Oh my, the Hanged Man. See, like, it just left hanging. But, oh my God, are you kidding me? That is crazy. There is a rock formation below this Hanged Man that looks like a teddy bear. Do you see that? It's like a teddy bear. So it's almost like it's linking it again, like this adult form of just in this suspended animation almost. Maybe it's a suspended animation with relationships, moving forward, feeling like you could experience the things that you wished and hoped for as a child. There's the teddy bear almost turned to rock, waiting with you. Something waiting to be picked up again. I can't believe this is coming through with puppies. And then the angels trying to reach you. The angels have been trying to reach you, but you're still down here by the past, the pain from the past with this hardened rock teddy bear. See, the angels are up here, but they're trying to get your attention, but you're down there. The Hanged Man, something is about to heal. Seven of Pentacles, it's, yeah. Okay, I mean, literally, this reading, you just keep doing whatever the heck it is you're doing in life. Because something's going to be coming in. And there's the Seven of Pentacles again, but it's with the Star. The Star was the card that was on the bottom when I was just showing you I was going to use this deck. So they're like being touched by the angels. This is, the wheels are in motion. There's a plan happening for this healing to occur for you. It's almost like you have to realize something. You have to realize something about how you've been affected as an adult, how you are affected as an adult from something that happened in your childhood. And again, on that scale, whatever that is, I want to go over this Ten of Wands now. The Ten of Wands. The Ten of Wands. The Ten of Wands. The World and the Emperor. This kind of feels like, because this feels like kind of doing it alone, going it alone, having to carry the weight on your own here. And two, maybe even for some of you, like not really knowing how to be a good parent. I was talking to someone about that. Who was I talking to about that? Oh my gosh. But who was I talking to? It was my Pisces friend. Yeah. We're talking about, so okay, this is really, okay. Oh my gosh. So the hanging people in the background, like it's very triggering because it's a very horrible symbol of racism. Okay, it is. It's a very horrible symbol of racism and horrible things that have been done to people. And so one of the things that we were talking about is that someone had spoken to her, my friend, who had indigenous background. I think they were actually like 100% indigenous. So their ancestors had been here all this time in Canada, and wanting so badly to be a good parent, but she didn't know how because she never had it. She never had it. She never experienced it. She kind of see it from a distance, but it was never hers. Oh my gosh. It was never hers. She wants to be this so bad, but she doesn't know how. And I just feel like this too, because almost like just like this is a weight. I had no idea how to carry it. I feel like somehow that this isn't like an ending. I don't know that this is good Emperor energy. Part of me wants to say if it represents you, it is. Because this person is almost like just self-sacrificing. I don't know how to do this. I'm just going to sacrifice every aspect of myself and carry them on my back. And in a way, that's the best way that you can be a parent. And that's the only, you haven't been given any other skill, and you're just going on your gut here and saying that's the only, I can just do that for them. I think that's really honorable, because all of us only have the tools to get through life that, you know, what we've been exposed to. You can't just walk into a mechanic shop and say, I know how to fix a car. You have to go and take courses, and you have to do an apprenticeship, and then you have to be exposed to these things to be able to put them in your tools of the trade. If this feels like suppression with this sort of Emperor energy, it's coming to an end. There's almost, I want to say too, like good Emperor energy coming forward to help you. Again, it's on such a scale here. And I keep saying that, and I see the scales in this card. It's such a scale. But it's the truth. And it's the truth in many communities where families have been torn apart by policy, prejudice. And to look at that community and to point a finger and say, well, you're terrible parents, or you're alcoholics, or the fathers never stick around, or this always happens. Their families have been torn apart, and they don't have the tools to put them back together again. So there's some sort of retribution that comes here. I really wish I could find a little more that talks about perhaps like community, and even perhaps like the love. But I'm seeing financial here with the 6 and the 9 of Pentacles. And maybe for some of you, maybe too, like part of this is the sacrifice. I think you can't, you can't go on a family trip, or you can't because, you just don't have the funds, or the kids, they go to a babysitter. They've never gone to a camp before. So even that would be something to add to your own, to your family, like moving forward, to your ancestral path that's being paved forward. Like even this financial retribution. And yes, money can't really change. Money cannot correct the past, but it can help make a better future. So that's what I kind of see here. So the 7 of Pentacles, the 7 of Wands, you have just really had to defend everything you've tried to work for, everything that you've tried to reach for. You've really had to defend it. The Page of Wands, this feels like the message that comes in that really like, whoa, what? How is that? Wow, what is going on here? Wow. This came out first. I guess these two, this was hidden behind there. What does that mean? I'm going to show you what this Page of Wands, what I saw at first, then there's a card hidden behind something. There's a Knight of Pentacles, and then there's the Knight of Swords. And then there's the Empress. But look what was hiding behind the Knight of Swords. The King of Swords. Again, it's almost like this justice energy that comes crashing through. A long, hard road. If we look at these two, like the 7 of Pentacles and the Knight of Pentacles, constantly, step by step, doing what I can, utilizing the tools that I have, step by step. And maybe even feeling like you have to always defend yourself against people that say, oh, you need to just stop, I don't know, or complain. I don't even feel like you're a complainer, though. I don't want to say that. This doesn't feel like complainer energy. If anyone has, and it often is, the people that have the most right to complain usually aren't. It's the people that are the more privileged that have no reason to complain that are complaining. And then though, like, it's just so slow. It's so slow. But then it comes flying in. See, this is what's interesting. So that Queen of Swords, the energy is, I can't look at that art. I don't even know if I can look at that card anymore. That artwork on this card, it's so difficult. Now that message has come in. But it's almost like it's transforming. I feel like I was just thrown into the energy of 2 years ago so that I would understand that this is connected to that reading. I'll try to find it and put it in the description, the link to it. Oh God. If you've never seen it before, I don't want anyone to go to it that doesn't want to, though. I'm not really forcing you, am I? I do have a lot of trouble getting myself out of the way in readings like this. Because it just hurts. Like, I can feel all of the hurt. And it makes it difficult to like, function more on this sword level. Which is really weird. I don't have a lot of water in my chart, but... So, the Knight of Swords is hiding the King of Swords. It's like something's going to come in really, really fast. Again, because it's linked to a tower. Like, it's taking you up to a tower moment. But the Empress... This is almost acknowledging... You being acknowledged for who you are and what you've been through. And the abundance that you really have. And perhaps the abundance that's been held back just because of circumstances in your life. It almost is like you're almost swept away by this energy. So let's look at the Tower. We have the Devil. What else came out with it? The Five of Swords. Oh my God. You're being released. Being released from the Devil. Look. Walking away at whatever cost. Almost as if, like, the universe has decided at whatever cost this must be reconciled. It shall be reconciled. And then after that dramatic moment here, then look at we have the Fool walking peacefully on a new path, a brand new beginning, starting at zero. So starting with, heaviness from the past, literally like just putting it behind you. And then this Nine of Pentacles, this is where you're just sitting so pretty in really, really good energy. Wow, the Tower is the end of the Devil. The Fool. The Two of Cups. Look at what, oh God, this is great, guys. And I love the way it crossed. It almost landed on the face of the Devil. It crossed. So the Two of Cups for the Fool. Beautiful balance. Finding, oh, the puppy. The puppy. The puppy with you on the new journey. The energy of the puppies. Guilt and forgiveness. Maybe people have tried to make you feel guilty. Maybe even for trying to lift yourself up. Oh, I see that stupid shit in the comments. All sorts of social media. Social media, I really got to say. See, none of you can comment. You go into so many social media platforms. Actually, this one's pretty good. But it was that 5% was just too much for me. I got to say, I think some of the darkest people that are not doing anything to improve their lives or the lives of other people are in social media. Like, just... and I don't know. I feel like that's the kind of energy I almost feel with this. It's just like, do something better with your life. Be kinder to people. And the guilt and forgiveness. I really want to say too, like for you to be able to move forward in a healthy way in life is to forgive. It doesn't mean you have to forget. And it doesn't mean you have to say whatever these people or this institution or whatever happened was right. No. But forgiveness is for the person who has suffered. It has nothing to do with the person that did you wrong. It's allowing you to move forward and to release something and acknowledge that that was part of my story, but it is not who I am at the end of the day. And maybe you've had some guilt about, maybe you've even felt like, I think I can really forgive. I can't forget, but I can forgive. And maybe there's even people in the same sort of community as you that have tried to make you feel guilty about, but it's really healthy. And there has been times I've had that message come through in my channel, and a lot of people do get upset about it. because I'll never forgive them. You don't know what they did. And I'm telling you, I've read some things. There was one that I read from a young man that sent me a message, a young black man in the US. And he watched his friend be torn out of a group, another young black man, torn out of a group of kids. I guess they were in their mid-teens, like 14, 15. And he was beaten and he was thrown and locked in a car, and the car was set on fire and he died in the car. Like, that's just one of the tiny little things of what came in that original reading. And I'm telling you, like, some people have been through some stuff, and he was able to forgive. And his message, I remember reading it was one of the last ones I did. I had to stop reading it was too much, as it was so eloquently put together, and he was so able to express his pain and how he had processed it and allowed himself to move forward. I'm almost emotional. I almost feel very emotional, but because it was like, I think it was a purge too. It was probably a purge for him to be able to have felt seen in his situation, and then to be able to in his own way come to terms with it. So that's what forgiveness is. It's in your own way coming to terms with something. No one can tell you how to forgive, or that you should, or that you have to. They can tell you that you should, but they can't tell you that you have to. That's something you have to explore on your own. But it really is something to think about, because forgiveness is for the person who has had the injustice done to them. It's to serve you to move forward into this beautiful energy, and to really truly leave that behind. Because as long as you continue to have resentment or hate or animosity or anything towards what has done you unjust in the past, it still holds you there. It still keeps you prisoner. That's what the devil wants you to do. It wants you to keep hanging on to that. Don't let it go. Even if you feel like, I'm not ready to forgive, at least give yourself the option to one day be ready. Never, like, I wouldn't tell yourself that I will never forgive, because you've not given yourself the option to do this with the devil. The Nine of Pentacles. Oh my God, guys. The Sun and the Strength card. It is so beautiful. You have just the strength to go through things that so many people could not have gone through, and coming out on the other side victorious. Really, and standing on your own, having done this on your own, very likely too. Like, maybe not having community, or not having institution, or not having anything to stand behind you to help you, but you did it. You really did it. You're about to do it. But I have to say, forgiveness is definitely an important factor in this equation. Let's look at forgiveness. This reminds me of, okay, I know this is, maybe the puppies are here because they kind of can lighten it up a little bit. So there's been times my own dog Lily is kind of mad at me for something, because I don't know, they're usually not. She wants to go for a walk now, or the walk had to be short because we have to go and do something. So she'll sit and she'll pout, and she'll give me a look, and then I'll sit on the couch beside her and she'll turn her head. So then you just can't with the dog. So I put my face in her belly. You can't be mad at me. You can't be mad at me. And then she gives in. She's like, okay, I love you, mommy. So that's what I get with this card. It's almost like the forgiveness trying to lick your ear. Come on, come on, come on. You know you want to, but and then the way the little tongue is coming out on this one, it's not directed at what this one is trying to give. This one's trying to forgive, and this one's almost asking to be forgiven. Am I up too high? Sorry. So this one is trying to forgive, but this one is the one that's asking for the forgiveness. So it's kind of working. It's working. Just hasn't directed that kiss to. And I'm not saying you have to kiss anyone that you have to forgive. That's just, it's just like, it's cute like that. Like, it's almost as if the universe is still will keep pecking away at you, like I kind of do with my little dog Lily. I'm like, come on, you know you want to cuddle. Forgiveness. Forgiveness. Oh my gosh, guys. The King of Pentacles. This could have something to do with institution, could have something to do with marriage, it could have something to do with work, it could have something to do with someone who's just in a position of authority or power in your life at some point. Again, you don't have to kiss this person. Ugh, not a, but wow. But this also, you see, I think part of the reason for forgiveness too, the importance of it is, if there was something that stood above you, that had some sort of authority over your life, that had some sort of control over your life, that you couldn't get away from it. If you don't forgive it, it continues to hold the power over you. It really does. It continues to hold the power over you. That's actually a big pandemic right now that's going on. As people are so obsessed with everything having power over them that they don't realize that that's how you're giving your power away. By being obsessed that this has power over me or that has power over me. That's how we give our power away. We can all do that in different degrees, but it's how long do you sit in that? How long do you sit there and really think about that? So that is important. That is part of the forgiveness. Oh boy. What's going on here in this underline? We have the Three of Pentacles, the High Priestess, the Seven of Swords, the Page of Wands, there it is, the Five of Pentacles, and then the Six of Cups. Back to that childhood energy with the Six of Cups. This is the finishing underline. I'm hearing like the final word in this reading. The Three of Pentacles, the High Priest. Something has been definitely hidden here. Covertly hidden, like secretively hidden. Covertly hidden. That may have something to do with, it was so weird. I was about to say like institutions, but literally it was one of those instances where a word was forced into my mouth. It almost came out. I wanted to say institution, but education almost came out. So again, this could definitely have something to do with indigenous communities. But something that's been covertly hidden. I do feel like there's more to come out. What's going on with that? This doesn't feel like it's talking about the past. It's just something that's been very big going on in Canada where I am right now. But it feels like it just goes beyond that. It feels like something more. It really does feel like there's something more to be said or told. So now I feel like I almost feel like this is just something that's going to come out once in a while on my channel in Libra. And then the Five of Pentacles into the Six of Cups. It is the final, I wanted to say financial. Reciprocity, restitution. For something about your childhood or children. And that's it. That's all I have. Well, I'm going to go do an extended. Okay. I sat for a second and I asked, can you tell me what the extended is going to be before we go there? Because sometimes the extended's like, well, it happened with the sign I just did. It was like they were blindsided in it because spirit would be really in their face about something. And often I will just go into the extendeds, and I won't know what it's going to be about until I sit in the energy. But I just feel like if any of you, you have the right to know, it's going to be about forgiveness. So it's going to be about forgiveness. So if that's what you're interested in, it'll be in the extended. And that's what I got. So this one in that order. Yeah. All right, that's all I got. That's all I got. I don't even know what to call this. Okay, Libra. Oh my gosh, you guys. It's a heavy burden, like that your energy carries, but yet all the Librans that I know are actually pretty good at balancing like this heaviness. So maybe that's why you got it. Until next time, my friends, do be gentle with yourselves. Bye.